Vino Show, where wine is what we drink, not what we do. Today I have a special guest today, man, and he's got to get in my house. Preston Hall, what's up, man?
Good to be here. Glad to have you. We're over here at a place that I like to hang out, Richmond Country Club.
Yeah.
So glad to be here. Good to see you again.
Yeah, this is definitely the nicest place that I've been on site before. Yeah, this is really nice.
It's a great day.
Yeah, man. How you been?
I've been doing well. Kids are keeping me busy. I shouldn't call them kids anymore, should I?
I mean, they're still your kids.
They're my kids.
They're
And my
they're just
grandkids,
older.
they'll be here later on today. And we're preparing ourselves for a vacation coming up. So life is good. God's been good to me.
Hey, man, that's always a good thing. Yeah.
Sure.
Today we have now. What wine? I'll let you choose the wine. What do we
It's
have?
it's a cab sav
Yeah.
from, oh golly, I should have written it down. We'll get back to it because I'm sure we'll go with
Yeah,
another
that's fine.
one.
Now I will tell you,
Yep.
red wines. I've been watching the show. I'm searching for the red wine that I like and
I
or
hope
love.
you like
Not
it.
like, but love.
Okay.
Nah, red wines are just dry. Like they're really dry, really cotton
And, and where we're taking a trip in September, we're going to be tasting Rieslings,
I love
which to me, I can't deal with.
I love Riesling.
So,
That's probably my favorite.
well, I'll make sure I'll find something for you. So anyway, business is business. At my age, I'm working as hard as I want to.
Yeah.
I'm spending time with family and preparing for that other part of your life,
Yeah.
retirement. Not that I'm going to retire. Not that I'm going to retire.
Right.
Um,
I feel like real estate is a job you can do for like ever.
you can,
Yeah.
as long as you. I mean, you need to stay on top of what the market's doing.
Mm-hmm.
The worst thing is to get dry and stale, and then someone comes up to you and asks you the same old question: "How's real estate?"
Yeah.
And then you're searching. Um, I've lived here forever. I don't know if you knew that. I've been here my entire life, so I can tell a little bit about the history, which helps.
Yeah.
About Richmond, and especially when people are coming here new to this area
Mm.
and don't know anything about it. But the market in Richmond is still strong,
Okay.
and it's due to a number of things. It's due to the fact that economically we're strong. We've got people with companies like Amazon, Capital One, a number of these others that they're basing here. What's the one that's coming up? The Legos.
Is it really?
Yes. So we're in
Wow.
the South Side. South Side's got some other industrial business that's taking place with
Yeah.
lots of acreage, and normally what I find that happens is on the perimeter of that you have more multifamily living,
Mhm.
and then beyond that, then you get into more single-family, open space, and more urban
Gotcha.
development. So as long as that happens and continues to, I think we'll be strong. Our unemployment, what are we at, 3 point something percent? I mean, we're good as
Yeah.
far as employment goes. Rates aren't the best, but here's one thing that, and a lot of this is what I feel, but people can look it up and come to their own conclusion. I think that the baby boomer generation is, I grew up with a 3 bedroom, 1 bath, and it was 5 of us
Yeah.
on a ranch over behind Freeman, and it just satisfied us. It worked.
Mhm.
Then we got into buying these bigger is better, bigger is better.
Right.
But we're finding out that it's not necessarily needed. So
Right.
you still have a lot of people that want to go buy houses. They kind of got a little shy, but they've readjusted their thinking a little.
Yeah.
My personal opinion is this: I paid 12.5% for my first one. You know what you paid for yours, okay? 12.5% back when I bought it. Yes, that's a high rate.
Mm.
Income was not as great as it is now, but the cost of the house wasn't either.
Right.
So it's, I haven't done the math, but I think that if you did, you'll find that I tell people get into the market. If you're teeter-totter, get into it. And here's why. Settle for something maybe less than what you wanted.
Mhm.
Ride it out. Ride the rates out. As they start to fall, they will. They won't go back to what they were.
Right. So
That-
they will.
They will
decrease, yeah.
fall. And when you got a differential between what you purchased it at to what it is now, and it's about a 1 point, maybe one a little bit greater than 1 point,
Mhm.
refi. chase the rate. A lot of people that did that back in the day when I was at 12, they'd refi, and guess what else they did? They reduced their term to 15 years, and they all turned out to be in good shape.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get into this app.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir.
And here's to seeing you.
Yeah, man. Been a while.
Now, I did learn recently to hold it here because your body temperature, if you hold it like this, does something to the wine.
Does it?
We went to a, what is it called? What is the wine store over there?
Oh, the one that's on Broad Street.
Yes.
Oh my, Total Wine.
Total Wine. And
Yeah.
they have
I'm about to be so bad at that.
well, they have a class.
Yeah.
And we all, a bunch of us went from the neighborhood, and they were explaining this to us. And I always did it wrong. I mean, I hold it like it's a 16-ounce cold beer.
My hands are big. I think just holding it in a certain way just feels weird. It's like, why am I doing this?
Exactly.
Like, it's my
I mean,
whole
we
hand.
got big hands.
But I think it's the same because your temperature will raise the.
It does something to it. And she was explaining a lot of different things, which I go by taste and taste alone.
Yeah.
I don't look at I'm not worried about the price because, not that you don't need to spend a lot of money.
You found a good wine at a decent
Well,
price.
when we were in Italy, it was amazing wine we had, and the price was, and that was one of the things that we learned. You don't need to go spend a ton of money.
No. It's all about finding the notes that you're looking for, the flavors you're looking for, and you go from there.
And I mean, red wines, Cabernets, they have always been one of my. Oh no, I can't drink the white.
That's so weird. What
Grew
it
up
is,
on Mad Dog.
Kids are bringing that back up.
2020.
Kids are on TikTok. They're like, the old people used to drink this. I'm like, okay,
The old people.
I don't think that's a good idea at all.
Let's see, what was it?
Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah,
My roommate
what
used
was
to drink
what
that
was the
when
one
we
that
were in
was?
college.
What's the price? 30 twice. Was that the same commercial? Who knows?
They had commercials for those.
Well, radio.
Ah,
I don't think you had much on the TV. And then we had what was the other one we used to have? Boone's Farm.
Yep, Boone's Farm.
I had the T-shirts. Everybody wanted to get a Boone's Farm T-shirt. To really prove you're a redneck, just get the Boone's Farm T-shirt.
Did y'all drink? I don't know if y'all drink Cisco.
No.
Yeah, we had Cisco. That was bad. Not great. not great at all.
Well, it's not when you can sit there and sprinkle a little bit and start a fire with it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's not good.
No.
That's not good at all. So let's travel back. How did you get into real estate? Like, what was the moment you just got in?
It kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier,
Mhm.
before we get. I played a lot of basketball, and I ruined my ankles, and it was bone on bone.
Yeah.
It was time to get them fixed.
Yeah.
And that fix takes a while. So I did it between a company that I used to own, a food brokerage company, and got rid of that. And then I said, it's time now to get my ankles right.
Yeah.
So I got the first one done. I said, now what am I going to do? I need to figure out. And a buddy of mine said, he was a realtor. He's been in the business a long time. His name will remain nameless.
Nameless.
And he said, look, everybody in Richmond wants to get into real estate. I said, other people have told me that. Another older gentleman who I thought the world of, who was a broker, said, Preston, he goes, come work for me. Da, 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 da. And I kept pushing away because it was an industry that you eat what you kill.
Yeah.
You don't sell anything, you don't get anything.
Right.
And I had been in sales forever, but it's different.
Yeah.
Selling food and stuff like that versus selling a house.
It's the biggest purchase that people are going to make.
Emotional.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I went ahead and said, what the heck? To take the class, I couldn't go to it because of my
Right.
So I just got the book and read it. And I took tests. And when you take it through Mosley Flint, it's a pitch. They do tell you they help you to know what you need to know to pass the test to go forward and start actually being a realtor. Anyway, make a long story short, I did that and I went to work for a Remax company here in Richmond. And, it was nervous. It was scary, but I persevered and I think, a good salesperson. I wanted to learn. My concern was, number one, was someone like you going, hey, Preston, I'd like for you to help me buy a house.
Yeah.
How many have you sold? none.
Right. Yeah.
But for me, I got into it as a second career. I'm in my 40s
Mm-hmm.
at the time,
I
and
didn't realize it was that late.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so it was like I've been doing it for 25 years. 20, yeah. So it was like I've been in sales forever, so let us transition those talents into real estate and just pull all the information.
Yeah.
Don't just go into it, for me,
Mm-hmm.
to be a buyer's agent or a seller's agent. Learn every aspect I can, from construction to development
Mm-hmm.
to taking raw land and saying, you can put a house on it.
Yeah.
How do we do that? This is how we do it. So that was my goal. And I'm still doing it. I've been through the good and the bad. You know, '08, we had the fall of the market, and it turned on a dime.
Yeah.
And so you got to sit there and say, what do you do? Well, I had read an article on Today USA Today, something you don't see much anymore.
Right.
USA Today at the hotel. And it was a gentleman who was 97 years old who was still selling real estate in California. And I said, I got to find this guy. I got to figure out, what is your magic? What is it that you do and have done to survive what you survived? So I called him, and I'm going to imitate him, so bear with me. And I asked him, I said, sir, can you explain it? He goes, well, son, I tell you what it is. He goes, I sold houses back in the day, walking behind soup kitchens and bread lines. Yeah. And I survived it. And if you can survive, if I could survive that, you sure as hell can survive this. And I took that to heart. Yeah. So I had to figure out different ways of how to sell, how to attract buyers in that market, how to attract sellers in that market, and you just adjust. And we're adjusting again today. You know, you've got people. I've got the biggest situation that we feel right now is you're a seller. You want to sell your house. But the biggest problem is you can't find something to buy.
Right.
Because the inventory levels are so down, and you're competing with 20 other offers.
Right.
How can I do it and I still got mine to sell? And so it's all about timing. It's all about having a realtor that can orchestrate writing a contract that can protect you, the seller. Now, here's what I tell sellers: you have the key. The key is the key to your house.
Right.
And you got a buyer who's interested in buying it because there's not much inventory.
Right.
He and she are excited about buying this house. Mm-hmm. So we control the key. We control the timelines. We do stuff like making sure that at post-closing that you might be able to be in a rent-back situation to stay in your house.
Yep.
So that you're not doing a double move.
Yep.
And therefore, they'll do it because they want the house.
They just want that house.
And you're going to want this house. But you're much stronger going to buy a house if you've got one locked under contract and ready to go. Yeah. As opposed to telling that the potential seller of the house that you're buying, well, I've got my house on the market. That ain't good enough. We need to have action. So anyway, that's kind of where that's changing.
Yeah, yeah. So when you first got in, how long did it take you to sell your first house? I know everybody. I feel like everybody knows it first. So how long did it take you?
It took me to sell it. I'm gonna call it selling it, not closing, because there's a process there, as you know.
Yeah.
30 days.
Wow. Straight.
And it was a person. I still have this philosophy. It's called 3 foot 30 second rule.
Okay.
So if I'm 3 feet from somebody and I'm there for 30 seconds or less, I'm going to at least say, "How you doing?
Yeah.
Hope your day's good."
Yeah.
In a nice way. And hopefully they respond. And then we just have a little small conversation that ultimately gets to real estate.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of communicating in a nice, non-intrusive way.
Yeah.
You know, pressure is only pressure if it's detected. So you carry it to the line if you have to, but you want to let people know what you do. Don't be afraid to let them know. And in this case, they were thinking of selling. And it was a sale of their house. I knew exactly where it was, and the purchase of another house. So it was really two.
Wow.
And that was tough being the first of having both sides.
That's great.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I'll tell you this, as someone who was one of your clients, it still is, when I'm ready to sell, which we can talk about that later. I think the best thing about you is that, one, you know, you're very knowledgeable. Like you said, you know, you've been around the city, you know things or whatever. But you also make things especially for first time buyers, make it very easy to understand what's going
Ah,
on. So you know what I'm saying? Like
it's funny you say that.
I work at mortgage, so you know, and
There you go.
you know how I feel about
Look,
job.
when I bought my first house,
Yeah.
if it weren't for Kim, my wife, I would have, because they were speaking over
Yeah.
me. Amortization, you name it. They do rates and percent. They were just killing me.
Yeah.
She was a math major. She knew what she was doing.
Right.
So I told myself, if I ever get in this business, I'm going to make it as smooth and simple as possible.
Yeah.
And thank you for saying that, because that's the only way I think I can do it, because I'm not a brainiac. It's just common sense stuff. And knowing history and trends of Richmond and where it's going.
Because when I was working with you, you would tell me what the word is, but even like, you know what that is? Because like
Right.
people, I think a lot of the time what happens, people just say the word, but then they just keep going and just make it pretend like you know what it is.
And you're still stuck on the word.
Yeah, I'm
so
like,
you
you're
missed all that other
talking.
stuff.
I'm like, bro,
I'm with you.
I have paused right here. Like I'm not listening to a word you're saying, right? But with you say it, you stop it, you're like, you know what that is, and then it's like, nah, not really. Then you go into it, and it's nice, easy, break it down.
Well, I appreciate that, because
that's the
that
best part.
was my whole intention. Matter of fact, when a lot of times when you start a new career or a new job, not everybody does this, but I did. I put together my little Bible, if you will, of why am I making this move and what am I looking to get from it.
Right.
And the reason why was that it's to keep it simple to those people that are purchasing or selling a house. And I find that those that sell the house are in, even though they bought it, are in a different quagmire. They really,
Yeah.
buying the first one and selling the first one are two entirely different emotional positions.
Right. Can I kind of explain that?
Well, when you're buying the house, you're all excited about buying the house. Okay,
Right.
you've gone to the bank. They pretty much told you, okay, this is what you can afford. Okay, then we work from that threshold. So now we're looking at a price point. We're looking at da, 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 da. And there is no perfect home, but there is a home that's perfect for you
Right.
at that time. That changes too with time. But at that time, on selling your house, now we're talking about dollars and cents. What do I need to do to get this house ready? Do I need to spend money to make money? Or are we okay just like it is?
Right.
There's so many different variables involved in it, and I think truly is more emotional, because this is now your home.
Yeah.
When you bought what you bought, it was just a house.
Right.
You've made it the home.
Mm.
So when you sell it, I think you'll find, if and when you do, I think you'll find that there is more. Think about it. Think about what you've done with your life in the last years that you bought
Right,
that
yeah.
house, and the kids that are growing up there.
Yeah.
It's more emotional when you sell. I've had people back out because they just couldn't sell their house.
Yeah.
That just the one I'm in. Kim and I've been in since '90. Raised two kids. Grandkids are there.
Yeah.
Not gonna see me cry. You're not gonna see me cry.
Oh man. Let's take a break real quick to just hydrate, and then we'll come right back and I ask you about the current trends of the market right now.
Will do.
Now, what wings did you get here? I'm looking at.
Buffalo, Cajun.
I like a good Cajun wing.
There you go.
I like
And
a
then
good Cajun wing.
blue cheese. I didn't know if he did ranch.
Listen, are you a blue cheese guy over ranch?
I am. You?
So like I know that people like are either ranch or blue cheese, but then people who like ranch really hate blue cheese. I'm okay with either.
I got a buddy of mine who cannot stand blue cheese.
It's fine.
He calls it penicillin.
It's not that bad, bro.
No.
But I will say I would prefer ranch, but blue cheese isn't bad. Honestly, if I can get you one time, I mixed them.
Oh, did you
It's
really?
not bad either.
Really?
That's not bad.
I got my
Come this way.
grandson dipping it in French fries.
That's a little bit extra.
Little, yeah.
That's a little bit extra. 2020, man. 2020 saw like a kind of boom with selling and buying
Yes.
houses. Like everybody's marking it up. Everybody was just the whole
Paying overpriced.
Yes.
They're walking away without inspections.
Yes, it was wild. It was a wild, wild west.
Uh-huh.
And then I want to say probably 2022, maybe around 2023, everything dried up really fast.
It did.
What is the current?
In
What are
fact,
you saying?
2024, year over year, the numbers were down,
Okay.
and now we've seen it kind of climb back up. People are realizing that the rates we're satisfied. Not that we're satisfied, but we realize we're looking at in the sixes for a while now until we can. We don't know what's going to make that
Right.
change. It's beyond my control. But inventory levels starts are up,
Mhm.
which is a good thing from the standpoint of when people move into new construction, chances are, most cases, they're moving from something.
Okay.
So then that's freed up.
Yep.
People that buy that are maybe moving from an apartment. So the cycle of life in real estate world looks good.
Right.
But the builders are used to be competing against builder it's competing against builder
Mhm.
against builder.
Right.
Now builders are competing against sellers because they're offering some of them are offering $30,000 packages. In other words, it could be 20,000 of a Florida room. It could be some closing costs. You use my attorney, you use my uh, uh, title company, what have you.
Yeah.
So builders are really getting loose with the money. I don't know how much. I don't know much about the construction costs now. As far as we did have a supply line problem and getting materials
Yeah.
out the
Right.
roof,
Yeah.
which was really nasty. But I don't know what that situation is because I haven't talked to those people in that line in that area. There was something else that you said. Oh, so one of the things, and call this a plug, whatever,
Mhm.
that I do to be able to compete with that,
Mhm.
because I can't compete with the big dollars like that.
Right. Yeah.
But on the resale side, when I left Coldwell Banker, who was I with Coldwell Banker when I was
I
with
think
you?
so.
5 of us started RVA Elite Realty because we had a different business model than what we could do at Coldwell Banker.
Right.
Has nothing to do with just the way bigger brokerages are. One of the things that I did for years is I created a rebate program on a sliding scale based on what someone bought or sold. And I'd give them money at closing for that.
Yeah.
Came out of my commissions. A lot of them didn't even know it. And all of a sudden they go to closing and they see, what's this? This is what your realtor gave you. What?
Oh yeah.
And it's a sliding scale, but I do it for sellers and buyers. And I'm proud to say that for the last 4 or 5 years, we've given in excess of 125,000 towards closing costs. Now it was focused primarily on military,
Mhm.
first responders,
Yeah.
police, fire, teachers, nurses.
Yep.
And then I felt like, I think that we need to broaden that
Mhm.
and make it based on the relationship that you're having with this person, how well it goes,
Yeah.
as well as I mean, if I'm selling $1 million house from somebody to somebody, we're more flexible with our commission structures,
Right.
so we can reduce it there.
Yeah.
But when I've got kids that are coming in 3, 4 years out of college, they still got the debt, they got a good job, got good credit. I want to be able to help them get that house.
Right.
So if I can give $3,000, I mean, we're not talking about small money.
Yeah.
We're substantial help, and it makes me feel great. I
Yeah.
feel like I love it. So that's kind of why I still do it.
Yeah.
It's because I love that give back piece. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think that's the important part is, I think when people start the home buying process, they don't understand like some of the stuff that comes with it. I like the I think they focus on the houses that they want. They look around at the houses. They don't know like the stuff on the background or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And closing costs is like one of those big things. So being able to give to that, because I think that's kind of
Can I give you an example?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I always keep it on the picture side because I never know. But case in point, and we'll just hit a mid range. So if you're buying a $400,000 to $500,000 house,
Mhm.
I'm giving you back $2,500
Yeah.
at closing. And you can earmark that for anything. I mean, it goes there, but let's assume it goes towards your home inspection. It goes maybe towards your attorney.
Yeah.
So they take that 2,500. It goes here, but then it's in a column.
Yeah.
Paying something that you haven't got to pay. And I much rather do that than give you a housewarming gift.
free money is free money.
Although you did like that restaurant.
I did. I went. I put him in my spot.
I love it.
Yeah, man. You know,
But the market, yeah, I'm optimistic. I really am. I do think people, if they're, don't be so scared and concerned if you have a house to sell and you haven't found your house. Now, if you're going to go into an apartment or something, that renting situation, it's a moot point. You just sell it and go.
Right.
But
who wants to do that at this point?
some people my age do.
I guess that would make sense. That does make sense. Yeah.
Some people my age, they don't want to go. They don't want to go into a single family dwelling that they do have maintenance that's done, but you're paying for that.
Right.
So I don't know. Me personally, I wouldn't live in one right now. I got my dogs. They need to roam.
They need the spot.
But I don't know what else I can tell you about the market. I'm optimistic. We got growth. We're growth taking place here. We just need people to don't be so caught up with the fact that inventory is low. You can find a house, and we can find time to do that. In other words, again, go back to the other story about the rent back agreement. That really saves a lot of people time. And for those people that don't know what that is, it's where you close on your property, you've got the cash in the bank, and you have an agreement with the buyer who bought your house to sit there and rent it for a given period of time. Yeah. Some of these guys are even saying, "Don't worry about paying the rent." They want the house bad enough.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. It's competitive too at this point. Yes. I would say.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You still have these there's a new way of people buying now.
Okay.
And it's these through the web. You've got, I wish I could remember two of the companies off the top of my head. It's kind of relatively new, but they're buying these houses, and they usually lowball offers. Well, they're hurting right now.
Yeah.
Because they'll sit there and buy houses sometimes over market value just to get their inventory, and then they're stuck with them. They can't move them. Yeah. So we're dealing with a lot of that web-based stuff. I still like the hand-holding.
Yeah.
I still like face-to-face.
I think that's just better, though.
It is. And I think that...
And this is coming from a dude that likes to avoid as much human interaction when it comes to, buying and stuff. But, again, big purchase. You want to make sure that you have somebody that's right there with you, kind of guide you through.
Correct.
Yeah.
We did have a change in, and I hope I can explain this because it goes effect in 2 weeks, where commissions, this is a big NAR, National Association of Realtors lawsuit. Have you read up on that or not? And I could probably blister the heck out of this, but essentially, as your realtor, and you are a buyer, we have a disclosure document now to fill out explaining commissions, okay? Used to be pretty much the standard was, when I listed a house, I listed it for 6%. You, the seller, paid that commission. 3% went to me as a listing agent, 3% to a cooperating broker. That's changed.
Yep.
Because now I can list your house, and you can say, Preston, I don't want to give a commission to the buyer's agent. You're doing all the work. I'll pay you, but I don't want to pay the buyer's agent. So it'll show where you see where commissions are on our information. Zero commission. So what happens to the buyer's agent? How does he get paid? He has to have an agreement with his client that he gets paid X amount percentage, whether it's offered through the listing or not. So if it's not offered through the listing, again, you're the listing, you're selling your house, you don't pay a commission. If it's not offered, then the buyer will pay it. So it's up to that agent to now sell value to the buyer of why you should feel okay about paying commission. Let's take it a step further. I'm a young kid, 22, just got my real estate license. What value am I bringing to that buyer? You're killing this new agent because he has no history. He doesn't. You follow what I'm saying?
Right. There's nothing he can bring to the table currently.
Not really. Yeah. Just he's doing what they can do, and that can pull it up online.
Yeah.
The other bad piece to that is the VA, veterans. Okay. Veterans, when they buy a house, and they do it under a VA loan.
Yep.
They are not putting any money into the equation. It's 100% finance.
That's correct.
Okay. They got that same equation. I found a house we like, 123 Main Street. I look at it. Okay, I see 0 commission. Well, he can't even pay me my commission.
Right.
Because he can't put money in. So I totally don't get anything.
Right.
I haven't had it happen yet because it's
Uh-huh.
all new.
Yeah.
But I'm also of the opinion, who am I helping? I don't want to do something for nothing, but I'm hoping that they'll understand this and maybe
Yeah.
send me some business that does result in income.
Yeah. That's kind of.
It is that hurts the VA, hurts the veterans if they want a VA loan.
Right.
But it's again, sometimes this is a different subject, on or off camera, the government can get in that way.
Oh yeah, we all know that though.
And it's like you try to act like you're helping somebody where you in fact are hurting the other.
Right.
And I don't know. So that's what we're fighting right now. And I haven't seen the results of it yet because
It's so.
it's so new. It hadn't really gone into effect.
Right.
Now, what may happen is you may have a host of all these sellers that know about it. And they're waiting until it goes in effect. Then they want to list their house for 0%. Here's the deal: you list it for 0%. Let's be realistic.
Actually, yeah.
You're going to have agents running away from that house,
That's what
not
I'm saying,
running
like
to
this.
it.
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's why would they? I don't understand why they would do that.
I don't either.
It has some money.
But what is it? It's not up to me to understand why. It's just up to me to do or die.
That's the case. Okay. What would you say to people that want to? Let's just say if you had a former client, right? Let's say he's 6'10".
Handsome.
Handsome devil. You feel me? And his children grow exponentially larger and faster than
Yes,
everyone
they
else's
do.
children, right?
Take the roof off. No, I'm just kidding.
That's part of the problem. One of the children's upstairs already. Let's just say that, right? And you know his house slants upward. They had that slant thing,
You
right?
got the wall situation.
Correct. What would you say to that person if you wanted to try to remodel the house? Would it be fine to remodel or try to find a new spot?
Well, I would compare both figures first. Of course, the remodel is not going to cost you as much as selling and buying another house per se, because chances are, if you're going from one house, you're going to probably step it up a little bit because you want that space.
Right.
So you just got to compare that now.
Mm.
If you did anything from a guy who's not a contractor, but he's been around a number of them, what you do is you dormer that one wall. You go up with it, you create a knee wall, and then the pitch becomes less drastic.
Got it.
Okay, that's not that expensive in that relationship, but that's one thing you could do. It's and we're finding that's what people are doing. That's one of the questions they're asking: Lindsay, should I redo, build out,
Yeah.
or should I sell and move up? And I've given her figures on both. It's just a matter of what she wants to do. I mean,
Because let's say that hypothetically,
Yeah.
that person, right, loves the neighborhood. Man.
Yeah.
Like the neighborhood's amazing. Great neighbors.
Right.
Just great place to live at. It's just that space is. Oh, and let's say that person's wife hates the kitchen because there's not enough space.
then you're talking about a whole different ball of wax, and it has nothing to do with the kitchen. You said wife, and I get that. It's what I would do, and if I was talking to this gentleman, is it costs nothing to start getting set up on the portal that looks at properties in a similar environment, similar area. Could be down the road.
Yeah.
Could be around the corner. Could be, that you're not forsaking the friendships and the people that they're his kids that have known, and look and see what's out there.
Right.
Then play with the math. Then we look and see what is property A going to bring on the market? How much is owed on property A? Here's property B. Rolling the money in. This is what your payment would be, but you're increasing your square foot by X amount.
Right.
Are you willing to take that leap?
Yeah.
for a month versus that big. And if you're doing a kitchen, I think I know this guy's wife, it's gonna be nice. So therefore, it's a nice price too.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
That's free. That's easy.
Yeah.
And that's fun.
Yeah.
You know, and there's so many neat ways now that we can do searches. You know, I can take if I've got a subdivision, let's just use Pinedale Farms as one. I can scroll around. Here's Pinedale Farms. I can scroll around the area of Pinedale Farms to incorporate other neighborhoods to see what's out there in that same schools, same kids, just maybe a little bit of distance away to give you the space that you want, or give him the space.
Right. Him. Yeah. Him.
But no, that's fun stuff. I mean, you know how long it took me to sell Emily, my daughter? 2 years.
Oh, wow.
And we had a house to sell.
Yeah.
We didn't have to sell it for them to buy it. They were in a situation that allowed them to. But it just, and I guess it's because my daughter said she could work her dad to death, but she did. But they got a beautiful home from it, and they love it. And the environment is perfect for the kids to play, and life is good there. And Lindsay loves hers, and so she decided to stay.
Yeah, that's good.
Me,
like
I'm gonna move. I'd love some. Thank you.
Like that. While you get filled up, man, we'll take a break and
Sure.
ask you some interesting stories that you have.
Okay.
I know you got a lot.
I got a few. Where's Quilt from?
It says Napa Valley.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'll check on you in a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I do that.
So you have stories, and I want to get this one story out the way immediately because I feel like I wish I had my phone. My phone's over there, but I feel like this story 2 years ago. You either online or you had mentioned it. You have the story about Elvis, and I was like, wait, what?
This was on Facebook. You know how people sit there and say,
Yeah.
they say, name the most famous person.
That's what it was. And I said, let me go ahead and mark this down for when I talk to him later.
Well, I'm fortunate enough I got a couple, but he is certainly the most.
Yeah.
He died in 77.
Okay.
You didn't remember, August 77.
Okay.
February of 77. My girlfriend and I went down to Columbia, South Carolina. She went to USC. It was right around my birthday, or that birthday week. And we stayed at a hotel, if I'm not mistaken, across from the Coliseum, where they play basketball and stuff. Go into the hotel. We're getting ready to go upstairs to shower and change. Don't know where we were going, but all these people were by these elevators, like 3 elevators. I said, Patty, hell is that? Let's go up the steps.
Yeah.
We didn't know what it was. Went up the steps and working our way up, and all of a sudden we see just a bunch of people coming down the steps. Excuse me. One of them was Elvis. And it was from me to you.
Yeah.
Coming down the steps. Now, when they're coming down, the big guys, I didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
But then I see this guy coming down with a white outfit on and his sunglasses, and I said, "Oh my gosh!" So that was in 70. That was in 77. That was that was, if you want to call. We didn't shake his hand, and we didn't have dinner, but it was still.
Hey, listen.
We were breathing the same air at that time.
Yeah.
One that I like telling, you'll appreciate this. I had a friend of mine who played football for the Redskins.
Okay.
Brad Dusick. He was a linebacker, 55, great linebacker, left side. And he married a girl who went to high school with me. And so we invited us up to the old RFK Stadium. Okay, not the one I don't like now. And we sat with all the players' wives. So I'm sitting up there with John Riggins' wife, Joe Theismann's wife, all the players' wives.
Yeah.
Charlie Taylor, Dave Butts, all these. So we're sitting there, and I was in the best shape I ever was at that time.
Yeah.
Coat and tie, looking like I should have. So at the end of the game, the wives said, we go underneath the horseshoe underneath. where the players come out. And then from there, we work our way across the street to this fenced-in area where our cars park. And we usually have beers and stuff like that until everybody gets the heck out.
Yeah.
So we go downstairs. Oh, we were playing the Rams that day.
Okay.
And guess whose last day of quarterbacking and the Rams was that day?
It was.
Joe Namath.
Oh man.
So that was his last game. So here comes my buddy, Brad Dusick, and he said, hey, you mind carrying my duffel bag, man? He goes, I think I severed 2 muscles in both shoulder blades. I said, sure, I can carry it. I'm walking out, and all these guys are getting autographs, and they're coming up to me with programs, and I'm signing.
You just signed my ticket.
Signing it as quick as I could get it, and I'm thinking to myself, years later, these kids are thinking that they have a program, and they're wondering, who is this guy?
They probably typing in like, who is this?
And the program is no good anymore because But that was hilarious because then we're sitting out drinking beer and with all these players, and that was kind of surreal because those are all Hall of Famers.
Yep.
Every single one of them. That was a big time. Other than that, I've got my
You're Santa. I mean,
still doing it. Still do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably spend a little bit of money, get a better wardrobe.
Okay.
Better head. I mean, they can do a laser thing to get your.
Yeah, you can really get it on there.
Oh, and the kids can pull. Yeah, it does. They can pull this.
Now they really know.
So we're gonna try that. But I had another story that I never was able to fulfill, and I wish I did. My great aunt told. I can't think of his name now. In Vegas, Mr. Vegas.
Oh, well,
Wayne Newton.
Yeah, Wayne Newton.
Had to play the piano,
Oh,
and he's
man.
from Roanoke.
Oh, really?
He's from Roanoke, and she had said, anytime you want to go to Vegas, I'll call Wayne, and I'll make sure you get a chance to see him.
You never call Wayne Newton.
Well, she's passed away.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that would have been pretty cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
he's
didn't
from
know he was
Roanoke.
Virginia.
Yeah. He's and she taught him how to play, and she was like a surrogate mom to him. Whenever he bought a Lepazon stallion or whatever, she'd call him and talk to him about it. But she's long gone. We had a lot of musical people in my family.
Yeah.
I think you knew that. I told you my great-grandmother. My grandmother sang in the opera up in New York. And my mother sang professionally for weddings and stuff, and my sister does. So,
And then you love singing.
I love singing.
You love to sing, boy.
Yep.
Many times I've been on my birthday, seen that call, man.
That's
I know what's coming now.
Well, I don't want to forget your birthday. How old are you now?
35.
How you feel?
I feel like, man, basketball-wise, I'll tell you this. I feel like I play better now than I've ever played my life.
Yeah. I heard. I read.
Athleticism is just, I can still dunk and do all that stuff, but like,
Well, I think I never played at your level,
yeah.
but I think that I was playing against kids that were 20-something years old.
Yeah.
I remember Tim Legler. He would play over at the Y, and we'd play against him, and did everything I could to play against him. I mean, you have to wait.
You're a popular man, bro.
It's my best friend, and I'm fortunate there. Now, you grew up in Hampton area, right? Where'd you grow up?
On the Eastern Shore.
Eastern Shore.
Yep.
Love that area. Golly, I love the Eastern Shore.
Touristy now.
Yeah, but it is. I can see why. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I get it.
But I got guys that one guy, he and I were in the crib together, still friends.
Yeah.
This guy, 55 years, still friends.
That's great.
And we still got a good group of that here in Richmond. Well,
Yeah.
you've lived here for so long, unless you're pissing people off, you're going to have that.
Right, yeah.
But those are guys that actually could have him here telling the story.
Yeah. It's good to have friends, man, and just being able to, maintain over the years.
Exactly. Richmond, let me just speak of Richmond. Richmond is, obviously I've been here forever. Can I base it on living at different places and comparing? No, all I'm basing it on is what does it offer an individual?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it offers one, wonderful climate. Look at this. You know, you got 4 seasons that you're going to experience pretty evenly. Would you agree?
Yeah.
And then if you want to travel, you're so close to 95. You want to go up to the big city. DC's right there. If you want to go to the beach, you're only an hour and a half away. If you want to go to the mountains, an hour and a half away, relatively.
Yep.
I mean, you can't find that in too many places in the country.
It's very centralized. For
Very.
Sure. Yeah.
And easy to get around. So, you know, we had this one fellow years ago worked at A&P. You familiar with that?
Where?
The Great Atlantic and Pacific Tea Company, A&P, grocery store. Grocery store. Patterson Avenue, right down here. This old man used to come shop there, and he always, it could be 99 degrees outside, have a coat and towel on. And he was so cool.
Oh, wow.
And at the time, back in the 70s, he was close to 100. And I asked him, I said, well, you know, before you came shopping here, years ago when you were a kid, I said, where did you go grocery shopping? And he said, well, we drove horse and buggy, because he was from Goochland, all the way down to cold storage, which is down at Chocolate Bottom, down by the vegetable market. It's still there. As a matter of fact, it's a huge freezer.
Yeah.
And we would go there, and it would take us a week to 10 days to travel, and we had to prepare for at least 2 weeks worth of traveling, because if it rained, Tuckahoe Creek, which is down there right where Goochland and would overflow, we'd have to camp.
That's crazy.
And I know, and I love those stories though. I love hearing that from this fella. And you know what we don't do enough of? That's what we need to get you to do. Have a podcast with the octogenarian. One of these old fellas that got a memory that can tell you all about yesteryear, but couldn't tell you what they had for breakfast. And that's okay.
Yeah. I'd rather hear those stories anyway, man.
I know.
It's like a time capsule.
It is like a time
It's like
capsule.
you're opening up something that you just like yesteryear, bygone era.
And you certainly not going to know, and I'm not going to know, but he knows it like it was yesterday.
Yep.
And those are the ones, I mean, you know, I'm digressing. You know, I was thinking yesterday when I was just thinking about us getting together. Incidents that have happened that you wish they didn't in my business.
Right.
And you remember how it was. We'd go into a house, we'd have to get in with my...
Yep.
We schedule it, we go see. I had a house that I went to go see on a Tuesday that I was truly scheduled to see on Wednesday. But I went on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
When I got in, I opened the door, and I'm walking in with my clients, and this lady comes out of the back room, and she's screaming. I'm glad she didn't have a gun.
Hey,
She was a nurse, so she worked shift work, so she was asleep.
Yeah.
I felt really, really bad. I was totally embarrassed. And I made mistakes checking off boxes on a contract where I checked the wrong box.
Yeah.
I ended up buying a refrigerator freezer for somebody because I thought I said that you make mistakes once when it comes to money like that.
Yeah.
And you don't make it
Hey,
again.
never again. I double check that. Yeah.
Where's that one box I made a mistake?
Yeah.
But no, I'm very blessed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Blessed to have you as a friend
Oh, of course.
and a
man.
customer.
Yeah, of course, man.
You know, it's kind of imposing. How tall are you? 6'10", 6'11"? 6'10".
Yeah.
How tall is your son to be?
Well, I mean, they both scheduled for like 7 feet. You know what I mean? But like, though, Dante's 5'1", 5'2" now, and then Kai's already in the 99th percentile. So.
Is he really? You remember how tall you were in ninth grade?
In ninth grade or fifth grade? Ninth grade, 6'4".
Okay. Yeah. Ninth grade at Bird, I was 6'1.5".
Yeah.
185 pounds.
Yep.
Doctor, you have to get your physical before you go to the high school element. And the doctor said, oh yeah, he'll probably be about 6'5". But I have a weight of a 6'5" person.
Right, yeah.
So, you know, we got half of it, right? Yeah. I would have been 6'5".
6'5".
For me. As much as I love to play, that would have been a fun number. I mean, your height, you've always had the duck. And...
Every place ceiling fans and ceiling fans, low doors, and getting on airplanes. Natural animal. Not how much I hate getting on airplanes with people like the people at the front. Like, oh wow, like yeah. Mm-hmm. let's
Which
escape
you
that.
might want to do when you do it is say, "Oh my God, what happened? I wasn't like that this morning."
It's fun.
Now
But
your siblings, are they tall?
I mean, my brother is 6'2", 6'3", something like that. So tall. But see, that's why I tell people all the time, like relatively, I can't really gauge people who are tall and small. Because everybody's small. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's hard for me to actually gauge. Like, you know, he was tall, like, but was he though? I make
Yeah, but see, like the guy who was just calling me.
Yeah.
He grew, and he played. He said he played.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I know. It's because he didn't like girls. No, I'm just kidding.
You're crazy.
But I don't even think they had. When did they start having co-ed?
I don't think they do.
No, I'm talking about it.
Oh, maybe. Oh man.
Because
Wow.
he graduated high school
Yeah, it
in
was a college together
'76.
for a while, and then I forgot. I don't know.
I mean, it was all guys for a long time. Anyway, he grew 6 inches his senior year. Yeah, that hurts.
Not,
But you didn't have that spurt. You kind of just kept on going.
well, I was 5'10" in fifth grade. So 5'10" to six. By sixth grade, I was 6'2", and it slowed down 6'4", and ninth grade. When I left high school, I think I was 6'7", 6'8". So it just kept growing like exponentially. I had like a couple spurts.
Did you have? Were you sore from growing?
I don't
'Cause
remember.
A lot of guys that
You know,
Ricky,
I don't remember.
Rick said
I
he
guess.
remembers it like it's crazy. And his mom, she's passed on, but she said, yeah, tough keeping it close.
That's a fact.
I
My
bet
parents-
that's the same
parents
with
hated
Dante.
feeding me, and they hated clothing me. Because that was a problem. So, yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're still playing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I, I live vicariously through you.
Yeah.
How was
Yeah.
that? Because I never had these when I played.
You had the no.
I got those after I got those when I was 45. So, thank goodness.
I mean, I got the contacts in right now, so like I'm
Did
glad
you
as a
have
bat.
them when you played?
Yeah.
You get them
I'm
popped
glad
out?
as a bat.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
mean,
glad
I
as a bat.
Do you have, I mean, what happens if you lose one during the game? Because people do
I
all
got
the
that.
time. You got, okay.
So I'll try to find it first, and if I can't, I'll just go back. Yeah.
And your body hurts, no?
Oh, after the game goes off. But then, like, you know, I feel like if I can get in the swing, I just got a bench now, so I'm back to lifting weights. If I get that and I stay doing stuff, it's not as bad. I need ice packs.
Yeah, ice is your
I
friend.
need ice packs just to after the game.
Yeah, you do. How about some of the old other guys you played with? And
I'm like one of the last Mohicans, man.
really?
Yeah.
Good for you.
One of the last Mohicans, man.
I got a buddy of mine that played. Baseball was his sport. He played at USC when they won the national championship.
Yeah.
He was the same age group as the ones I was telling you about on my phone.
Yeah.
Lily. And I swear, I think he's so I'm 67. He's probably still playing basketball. I'm thinking, nah.
That's the goal, man. I hope I can do it, man. Just play as long as I can. I just need no more of those injuries that I had.
Well, I knew my last day for playing. And Douglas Freeman had a older guys, year older.
Yeah.
They had a county league.
Yeah.
We were in. We were another Douglas Freeman group.
Yeah.
And that guy called me and said, "Hey, we need you to come play. We need a fifth person. You can just sit around the perimeter. We'll feed you, you shoot, and don't have to run much because my ankle would kill me." Yeah. I said, "All right, whatever." So we're playing, and I had a decent game, making a few back to back. And then this one time I went up, I had a fadeaway.
Right.
And the guy just goes like this to my pants, and I came down wrong, and I got a Jones fracture on my right foot. That radiated up to my leg. And,
Oh, God.
And I knew, I said, you know what? I'm done.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm too broke.
Sometimes you know when it's a wrap, man.
Well,
there's nothing wrong with knowing that. I just hope mine's a little bit further out.
Well, I hope so,
That's
too.
all.
Do your kids go watch you play?
Rarely. It's just, you know.
Mine did for a while.
Dante's just smart, man. Dante's in the science and stuff. Did you know Dante?
Oh,
Dante
yeah.
can give you a fact about something random, and you'll just be like, where did you get that from? That's the fun part for him. Now, the youngest one, I think he'll be an athlete. I think he's going to be an athlete. A menace, but an athlete.
What do you think he likes to do? Where's his focus as far as athletics?
The youngest one? I don't know, bro. He's good at throwing right now. He does, like if I go outside and play basketball, he'll, bring the ball back and forth. So I'm hoping that'll be it. But...
Lindsay's little boy, Ryan, loves sports.
Oh, that boy's nice.
He plays soccer. He plays up.
That boy got a baseline jumper. That's crazy.
He's
You
funny.
understand it.
It is. He loves it. He loves basketball, soccer. He plays baseball a lot, but at this age they get bored because it's a machine.
Yeah.
But I told him, I said, look, work on the hit.
Stick with it.
It'll be fun. Back in my day, it was baseball, football, basketball. What is it? You hope you can keep your grades up so you can play
So you play
baseball.
all three. Yeah.
Because if you didn't, I could get them up by summertime to play football. I could keep them going,
For basketball.
and then if they
got
could.
baseball's a little bit further down. You gotta keep it up.
All right,
there
there's that C student.
Yeah. I want to get you out of here on some of these quick hit questions.
Sure.
Man.
See if I can answer.
I like to do these with the guest man. Okay. I know you like to cook.
Yep.
What's a meal that what's your go-to meal to cook for Kim?
To cook for her.
Yep.
Cook for her, it's rotisserie prime rib.
Okay.
Cook for the kids, ribs.
Okay.
I have my own recipe, my own rub, my own sauce.
Yeah.
Everything. Everything I cook, I'm using my own recipe and seasoning.
Okay. What's a food that you wish more people would try? Like something that maybe people are like, I'm not sure if I want to try that. What's one of the foods you wish people would try more?
Not necessarily that I cook.
Right. Just any. Yeah.
Well, honestly, because I was in that trade when I had the food brokerage, is seafood.
Okay.
Because I think people that don't like seafood have not had it prepared correctly.
Got it. Okay.
I've been around a lot of chefs at my food shows when I did seafood, and I watched how they cooked it, and I asked them, why did you do that? Well, I did this because of that. They're very forward thinking. They're very artistic people.
Yeah.
So I would think seafood, because a lot of people say, I don't like seafood. You just have to have it cooked.
Now, I know you love Richmond.
Yeah.
If you could live anywhere, no questions asked, where would it be?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Wow, that was very fast. Yeah.
Loved it, the area. I loved the music part of it. I loved the other artsy parts of it. I love the sports part of it.
Yeah.
I love the climate. Nashville.
Okay. What's your dream house look like?
My what?
What does your dream house look like? What's
Well, that changes.
Okay.
Of course. So it's going to be first floor living for me.
Fair.
Open space, so
Okay.
that my kitchen is open to where the living area is. So that if I am cooking or Kim's cooking, or if we're in the kitchen cooking together, we're still there with family, the TV, the media, and I want to be. It has nothing to do with the house, but I want to make sure that we're in close proximity to be able to help out the kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, first floor living. Shoot, at that time 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths.
Yeah.
Nothing major. Maintenance free.
No, fact. That's big fact right there. All right, and I do like to end people with this one. I've been doing this forever. Deserted island. Okay, you're on a deserted island. You have one movie, one TV show, one meal every day, one book. What's the other one? And one album.
The book is going to be the Bible.
Okay.
For a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
It's intriguing. I wonder why on things, and there's my answer.
Yeah.
TV show. One TV show. The Andy Griffith Show.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Love that show.
Yeah. Shout out to that man.
What was the next thing? Give me the food?
One movie.
One movie.
Yep. I feel like movies always tough.
It is tough, because I'm sitting here going, do I go back to... I'm going to go with The Godfather, 1.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that was in the 70s, and it hit me big, and I watched 2 was equally as good, 3 wasn't, that type of thing.
Yeah.
What was the next one?
One.
Album.
Yeah,
Album.
Yep.
I don't have a... Can I use artist?
You can do that. That's
James Taylor.
Okay.
Pretty much James Taylor's music.
Okay.
He's a baritone. That's kind of where I fall.
Okay.
Yeah. Next one was the other one?
And then finally is one meal that you can have every day.
That's changed too over time.
Yeah.
One meal I can have every day. I'm going to go with Grandma's pork chops.
Okay. Smothered.
With brown gravy,
Yep.
and with mashed potatoes, green beans, and rolls. That was pretty much it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I I've learned, I did not like this over the years, but I love it now, is greens, collards. I used to not like them,
Yeah.
but I do.
Yeah.
And I'm getting better with Brussels sprouts.
That's the one.
But it's
that
changed a
me.
lot.
I wouldn't give me to try Brussels sprouts.
No.
And then I had them. They
I
had
used
them
them as
prepared.
slingshot.
Oh, delicious.
I do too. Now that people are doing it the way my
They
mother
do it
didn't do. See,
yeah.
my mother would make stuff to mush. And you'd sit there and that's what you grew up eating.
Right. So then, like, you just got a negative view automatically. Then you're like, ooh, this is a different way to prepare it.
Peas came in a can. They were LeSueur peas. I know people would probably kill me for that, but I couldn't stand it.
Yeah.
But my kids killed me that if it's green, Dad's not going to eat it, which is not true. Totally not true. Those are good questions.
Yeah.
Some of them I can answer pretty quick. And then you ask me tomorrow, they may change.
That's the best thing. I like to do on the spot, man. But I'm glad that you were able to come here, hang out.
I'm so glad to have you. Next time we'll do it without the mics, and we'll have your family.
Yeah.
We'll have dinner.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, man. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, the Clueless Vino Podcast. Also on my individual page, Stick Around for the Tour. That's STIK around 54. Would you like to give people your business stuff, man?
Oh,
Just get them looking
yes.
for a house.
Not a problem. RVA Elite Realty is the company. My email address, which has all the listings that you can find real time, is www.prestons, with the S at the end, properties.com. Please take a look. It's got a lot of interesting things that the MLS will not have. So if you need me, call me. Thanks.
Best realtor in the game, man. That's facts. I'm not mad at this one. I would say this is a good red. This is. When do we figure out what it was called? What did we say?
What's that?
Quilt. This
Quilt.
Quilt is what it was called. This was not bad. From Napa Valley, I believe is what they said. Not bad. I'd probably give it like a solid 7 out of 10. I'm not mad at that.
There you go.
That's high for a red, man.
I'm liking it too. So it's the aftertaste that I look for.
Yeah, exactly.
And very good.
Yeah. But Clueless Vino Podcast, man. Drink up.
Yes, indeed.
I got the juice, don't need no proof. 100 like the rum I drink that got me over you. And all your nonsense we all subject to. I found my lane and mind my business like I'm supposed to do. Let's have a toast for all the obstacles that gotta sit. I put my glass up in the air to stimulate the cheers. Not because we made it, but because we making it. I savor the moment, the bouquet forever evident. Yeah. In my realm, I watch the times go by. I got the world in my hands, but I can't tame the sky. There I try, I might lose my mind, but it'll be all good after I'm done sipping this wine. Gather around, people, it's about that time.